In Osaka, there is a building with 34 floors. Every night, an elevator travels to the 35th, a floor that does not exist. The building is a commercial tower in Chuoku, completed in 1991. 34 floors of offices, meeting rooms, and one basement level for parking. The service elevator runs on an automated schedule. Between midnight and 6 a.m., it cycles through all floors, performing diagnostic checks on the door mechanisms. The cycle has been identical since installation. Basement, floor 1, floor 2, all the way to 34, then back down. On November 3, 2023, a maintenance log flagged an irregularity. The elevator had completed a 35-stop cycle instead of 34. The extra stop was logged at 3:07 a.m. Floor designation, 35. The building does not have a 35th floor. There is no shaft above 34, no cables, no motor housing, no structural support. The roof begins where the 34th floor ends. The building engineer assumed it was a sensor error. He reset the diagnostic software, cleared the log. The next night, the elevator traveled to floor 35 again, 3:07 a.m. Duration of stop, 19 seconds. He checked the shaft from the roof access hatch. There was nothing above floor 34. Concrete ceiling, sealed. He checked the elevator's position sensor, functioning normally, calibrated to 34 floors. But the log said 35, and the door mechanism recorded an opening event. The doors had opened on a floor that does not exist. On November 5th, the building manager authorized a camera review. The elevator had an internal security camera, model Panasonic WV-CP600, continuous recording to a local hard drive. They pulled the footage from 3:07 a.m. November 4th. The elevator ascends past 34. This should be impossible. The car should have no space to travel, but it continues upward for 19 seconds. Then the doors open. The camera shows a corridor, fluorescent lighting, white walls, gray linoleum floor, approximately 15 meters long. At the end, a door, slightly ajar. The corridor does not exist in any blueprint, any structural plan, any renovation document from the past 33 years. The doors remained open for 41 seconds, then closed. The elevator returned to the basement. The footage was reviewed by 4 people. None of them could explain where the corridor was located. On November 6th, the building manager sent a security guard to ride the elevator during the 3:07 a.m. cycle. The guard's name was Takeshi Mori, 12 years with the company, no history of incidents. At 3:06 a.m., Mori entered the service elevator on the basement level. The elevator began its cycle. Floor 1, Floor 2, Floor 3. Mori reported nothing unusual through floor 34. At 3:07, the elevator continued upward. The additional ascent lasted 19 seconds. Mori reported a sensation of pressure change, similar to rapid altitude gain. Then the doors opened. The corridor was there, exactly as the camera had shown. Fluorescent lights, white walls, gray floor. But the camera had not shown everything. Halfway down the corridor on the right side, there was a metal folding chair, a small table beside it, and on the table, a notebook, open. Mori did not leave the elevator. He held the door open button and leaned forward to look. The notebook was open to a page filled with handwritten names, Japanese names, written vertically, in precise, institutional handwriting. He recognized 3 of them immediately. They were employees of the building. Beside each name was a date, Maury could read 7 names from where he stood. 5 of the dates had already passed. He checked later. The first name belonged to a woman from the 14th floor. The date beside her name was March 8th, 2023. She resigned on March 8th, 2023. The second name was a man from accounting on floor 22. His date was June 14th, 2023. He was terminated on June 14th, 2023. The third was a receptionist from the lobby. September 3rd, 2023. She stopped coming to work on September 3rd. No resignation letter. No explanation. Every date that had already passed corresponded to the day that person left the building permanently. The remaining dates were in the future, all blank, except one. Next to a name Maury did not recognize was a single word instead of a date. Last. Maury released the door button. The doors closed. The elevator descended. The entire visit lasted 41 seconds. The camera recorded the corridor clearly for the first 30 seconds. At second 31, the feed corrupted. 9 seconds of visual static. But Maury's portable radio had been transmitting. Building security recorded the audio. For the first 30 seconds, the audio matches what would be expected. Elevator motor, door mechanism, Maury's breathing. Then, during the 9 seconds of video corruption, the audio captured something else. A voice, speaking Japanese. Maury's voice. But not from Maury's position in the elevator, from further down the corridor. The voice said one sentence: "Do not come back up." Maury was standing in the elevator when the voice spoke. He did not say those words. His mouth does not move in the footage before the corruption begins. The voice came from the corridor, from a position near the notebook. His voice, his accent, his cadence, but speaking from a place Maury had not entered. Security logged the incident as equipment malfunction. Maury requested a transfer to daytime shifts. The service elevator's 3:07 a.m. cycle was removed from the automated schedule. It did not matter. The maintenance log from November 7th recorded a 35-stop cycle at 3:07 a.m. The elevator continues to travel to a floor that does not exist, every night, at the same time, for exactly 19 seconds. The notebook has the same paper texture as a letter found in a room on the 7th floor of a hospital in Helsinki. The 19-second travel time matches a temporal offset first documented in an Arctic station in 2012, and 14 meters beneath the building in Osaka, a ground survey conducted in January 2024 detected a cavity that was not present in the original geological report from 1990. The cavity is spherical. It is expanding. 2 millimeters per week. Connection lost.